So I'm so excited about what we're going to do. I'm so excited about what we're going to hear. When I spoke to Blair earlier, when we're talking about challenges with the mental health, the reality is with prevention, think about what we learned as young children. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And that's what Liberty for Youth does.
So thrilled to be here on behalf of RBC. What Liberty for Youth does aligns perfectly to our purpose of helping clients thrive and communities prosper. Frederick, you're out there running, but you need to be surrounded by people who believe in you and who believe in the youth.
Talked a bit about an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, and I come back to what Frederick had said at the beginning around hope. And we really need to bring back hope. A hope for our youth, hope for our future, and for a recovery, a mental health recovery, included with a pandemic recovery.
As a youth, I've seen it, you know what I mean? Like, I go through it day to day, I live it, so being able to be a voice is like I'm part of it more.
It's easy to wake up in the morning and say, I'm gonna help this cause and do what we can do and get behind Frederick over the next 10 days and really years of what's going to happen in this community.
I am a huge advocate of intentional growth, and I've heard that theme throughout today. I've felt the effect of it on my own life as an athlete, working towards being the best player that I could be, but more than that, becoming the best person that I could be. I see so many similarities in what Liberty for Youth is doing. Their model for change is so intentional and deliberate as you're moving through and supporting the youth that are involved with what you do. The imagery of you carrying that mantle of hope for the people in your organization and around your organization, I think is very, very powerful, and I'm so happy to be here to support that as well.
When I look at what you're doing, I couldn't be more proud than to sit here in this room and thank you for what you're doing, all of you. It's my wife's birthday today, and each year for my wife's birthday, we do a little pay it forward thing. So you inspired me so much. I was gonna only give a little bit, but now I'm getting more excited. So I'm gonna give you $20,000 a year for the next 3 years towards this campaign. But from all families who are struggling with kids, who are struggling with challenges, or the kids that are struggling, I just thank you, all of you, for what you're doing here today. Thank you.
I was introduced to Frederick and Liberty for Youth at about 15 or 16 years old. I got involved with their programs, and for the first time in a very long time, I felt cared about. They provided me with a safe and healthy environment and took me out of the toxic environment that I was used to. I ended up meeting and surrounding myself with people who brought me down and were involved in gangs and illegal activities. This is when I ended up hitting rock bottom. So this is dear to my heart. 2 of my closest friends were killed in a quadruple shooting in 2018, and many of the people I referred to as family were incarcerated. This was my wake-up call. I knew that I needed to make serious and immediate changes to my life. I graduated from high school in 2 months with honors. I remembered some of the things that Liberty for Youth taught me in the past and decided to enroll in college. I immediately called Frederick and reached out to him. He was so happy to hear from me and able to help me again after all of those years. Never gave up on me, eh?
It has been a long 2 years, my friend, a long 2 years. It is time for recovery. Therefore, I'm lacing up my shoes again. Yes, I'm running again, not from Ottawa to Hamilton, but I will be running through 15 local cities, running 21 kilometers daily, and speaking 21 times to young people, sharing the voice of hope, hope that it's time to recover. Our goal is to raise $300,000 over 3 years to launch our COVID recovery strategy with 3 specific outcomes to address inequalities in education, employment, and mental health. And we're gonna make them thrive. Every donation we receive allows to help one more youth. Madeline, I am lacing up my shoes, I am running, but if only one young person will have the outcome like you, then it is worth it.